Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a fantastic weekend so far. And today's video is another type of video that, honestly, I feel like it's been a trend lately on this channel. And basically, to sum it up, it's that this is a video that I really wish I didn't have to make. And I find myself, right now, here I am, I'm making this video, and it's a sad day. It's a very sad day. Now, to be frank and to be straight to the point, the game has only been out for a few days as far as early access goes. Not everybody has had the chance to play the game. And you may be wondering, what game am I talking about? Well, it's the game that is currently all over the place as far as what's being talked about, and that is Battlefield 2042. Now, if you didn't know, Battlefield 2042 just got released this past Friday for early access users, meaning that people who were able to get the game for early access were allowed to come and play the game. And of course, this does not mean that everybody, mainly the general public, have access to the game as it is right now. As of right now, I currently do not obviously have the game because I, for one, did not pre-order it, and I have not fully purchased anything relating to Battlefield 2042. So I will be getting the game this next week on this next Friday, November 19th, if I decide to buy it. And that's really the question of this video, and that is, I'm now concerned on whether or not I'm even going to be buying Battlefield 2042. And again, this is something that I feel so saddened by the fact that I even have to say something like that, in the fact that I'm questioning my just ability to even think of not wanting to buy Battlefield 2042, the game that I have been so excited for all year to want to just sit down and play. And we are hearing basically some of the worst things that you could possibly hear about what is going on with the state of Battlefield 2042. A lot of people are talking about the fact that this game is just simply not even playable right now, and it's clearly an unfinished product that was released to the public, and people, for I would say the majority, not everybody, but the majority of people are legit not having any resemblance of fun when playing Battlefield 2042 right now. And that is let's just say that's not a good thing, because again, as I just said, this is a game that I've been looking forward to, maybe my most anticipated game of the year, as far as a first-person shooter goes anyway. I have been waiting to play this game for so long, and the fact that I'm seeing everyone say all these things about the game. I see some people saying that the game is fun. I see some people saying that they can't even load into their own game because it just won't work. I see some people saying that the game just doesn't bring enough to want to keep them going for like several days or weeks or even a couple of months. And that's not a good sign. And I can't help but think, like, should this game have been delayed as well? Like, are all these games like this? And this is where I feel like the whole story of this video is going to go, and that is the fact that why are we living in a time now where we just cannot get a fully finished game on release anymore? Where have the days gone where fully finished games just cannot simply get released anymore? I do not understand for the life of me. And here is in a way where I feel like I'm going to be a little bit more harsh on Battlefield, which I really hate that I have to do, because again, as I keep saying this, I've been looking forward to this game all year, and I've touted the fact that the game just looks so much better than a game like Call of Duty Vanguard. And I will try not to make as many comparisons to Vanguard in this video, because I want to make this as much of a Battlefield video as anything else. But the fact that we're just getting all these unfinished, unreleasable games on their launch dates when they release, and they're just not finished products, it's blowing my damn mind, man. I'm serious. Why is this still continuing to happen? And I want to make it also clear, this has specifically been more of a thing, I feel, for the first-person shooter genre more than like any other game, I feel, or I should say genre of video game. This has been it's been such a weird thing recently within the last couple of years that every game I feel that we've gotten in some capacity just either is not finished, or it's, again, as I just said, it's unplayable. Because again, I've been seeing so many people say that they can't even load into their own game on Battlefield 2042. And I've even been seeing this mainly from Xbox players. Like, Xbox players can't even get into a game. They can't load it up. And I'm an Xbox player. How do you think that's going to make me feel if I potentially go and buy the game for $60 and I can't even load it up? Man, oh man, oh man, I cannot, this is so depressing, man. Like, seriously, why is this continuing to happen? And now I almost feel like I have to bring Halo into the mix right now. And it's like, is Halo, and I'm gonna have to quote Star Wars right now, but Halo, you really are our only hope now. Like, seriously, can Halo be the game to save us? Can Halo be the game to save the first-person shooter genre for this year? Just for this year alone. I mean, seriously. Or at least for the next upcoming year, as we're going into 2022. Because, of course, 2021, we only got, what, like another month and a half left of this year. So we're going to be going into 2022 for all three of these games' life cycles. Battlefield 2042, COD Vanguard, and then Halo Infinite. And it seems like right now, Halo Infinite is the one game that could be the one to save them all. Because, look, Halo has been delayed so much, and I almost want to put emphasis on this point. Halo is the game that's been delayed. Battlefield and Call of Duty Vanguard have not been delayed. And, well, I should also correct myself there. Battlefield 2042 did get delayed a full month. I will give them that. They did delay the game an entire full month. Not like that seems like it changed anything, considering the game is still unplayable and not fully finished. Vanguard, however, they did not delay their game. They just fully released that unfinished piece of crap game. And yes, I'm calling it a piece of crap because now I'm starting to see everybody sway their opinions on that game, and it just seems like nobody cares about this game anymore. Call of Duty Vanguard, man, look, I said I thought that game was not going to survive or last another month. I actually don't even think the game's going to survive a full 3 weeks. Like, I'm talking about the full game now. I'm talking about legit the full game. I don't even know if it's going to last a full 3 weeks at this point. Zombies is already dead. Who would have thought that? The Zombies mode for COD Vanguard is already dead. What are we now? Like, how many days after it's released? Like, seriously, this is absolutely ridiculous, man. And again, let's push the Vanguard stuff aside, because again, this is a Battlefield video. They have to stop doing this, man. What is going on? And now I feel like I'm gonna have to wait now. I really feel like I'm going to have to wait now if I'm going to buy Battlefield 2042. And also, I feel like I should include this as well. I'm currently still playing on the Xbox One. I am not playing on the Xbox Series X. And from what I've seen, the Xbox One version of Battlefield 2042 is so very much a lesser version of the Xbox Series X version of Battlefield 2042. And the more I think about it, it's like, do I really want to buy a game that I feel like is going to be the Black Ops 3 version of Xbox 360 to the Battlefield 2042 to the Xbox One? Like, if you catch what I mean by that. Like, so basically what I mean is that Black Ops 3, if you guys haven't ever seen this before, Black Ops 3 on the Xbox 360 is one of the most god-awful looking games ever, and it's such a much lesser game than the newer gen versions of the game itself. So basically the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of the game when it first came out. And they are basically going that route right now with Battlefield for the Xboxes, Xbox Series X and Xbox One. The Xbox One version is way lesser than the Xbox Series X, and I'm just debating, like, should I even get the game now for the Xbox One? Should I wait till I get an Xbox Series X? Because I am going to get an Xbox Series X. I'm not getting a PlayStation 5. I don't even know if I'm ever going to get a PC. Because nowadays, like, everybody's on PC, and that's mainly where a lot of people are playing on. And as somebody who's never played on PC before, I don't know if I really want to, like, have myself go through that whole process of learning how to play a PC. I really don't know if I want to do that. And everybody says it's the easiest way to play games. Well, maybe not for everybody, and I certainly don't know if that would be the case for me. So it's like, now I'm just also debating the fact, like, should I even buy Battlefield 2042 for the older gen? Because now Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are now considered the older gen consoles. Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 are basically graveyards. Like, nobody's on these things anymore, so I don't know. I really do not know what to say. And this also goes to another point I want to say before we close off the video. What is going to happen? Like, I almost feel like I should make this a separate video, but like, let's just say for the instance right now that Halo Infinite is also coming out in the same exact state as Vanguard and Battlefield 2042, which is an unfinished product. Is this a sign of the times that maybe gaming is just, maybe for certain genres of games and certain video game developers, maybe the times are just going away. Maybe we are just so past the point of where the devs and all these video game companies just even remotely care about their products anymore, and just only care about the money that they are shoving down our throat, or the processes of buying things on their game that give them all these wads of cash. Like, are we just completely past the point where the games are the last thing and then the money comes first? Like, we are just so past the point now where the games come first and the money comes second. We are so past that point. So it's like, nowadays, I just find myself trying to go back and like make videos out of like world records. Like, guys, for the past day or two, I have been trying to complete many different types of world records on like older Call of Duty games, whether that be for like Spec Ops in the old Modern Warfare games, or zombies records in some of the older zombie games and newer zombie games. Like, this is what I'm trying to do nowadays with gaming. Like, there is not a single newer game coming out anymore. There has not been a new game, I think, since 2019 when Apex Legends came out, that I have sat down and like played for months on end without going to another game. Since then, that's how long it's been, and we're going into 2022 now, so it's going to be almost 3 years to the mark when I would have played a game that I just legit sat down and played for months on end without going to another game and switching things up. I cannot believe it's been that long. It's seriously blowing my mind. I can't, and look, I'll be straight up honest with you guys, and I feel like you might be straight up honest with me on this too. I cannot keep playing, and I don't think anybody, for that matter, who does what I'm doing right now, I don't think we can continue just playing older games for the foreseeable future. It's just not sustainable. You have to branch off, and I have to get into newer things, and I just can't do that. There is not a single new game coming out anymore that I can just sit down, play, or make content out of and just have fun. Like, where are the games going nowadays? And for those of you who are also wondering, like, why there's like such a lack of like story games as well on my channel, well, here's the thing, guys. I also have a life outside of this channel, and basically that life outside the channel, it's a lot busier nowadays than years previous. Like, I can't always just sit down and play a story game for hours and hours on end and record that game and also upload it to my channel. That would take a very, very, very long time for somebody like me. And I know I said a while ago that I would go and play Far Cry 6 and like make that a series on my channel. I was just too busy. I couldn't buy the game, and I couldn't get it at the time because, for one, I was too busy, and knowing YouTube, I feel like nobody would probably watch that series anyway, because anybody who knows like the story game mode genre of like YouTube videos on YouTube right now knows that the only people that get their videos watched when it comes to story walkthroughs and campaign walkthroughs for games, it's the bigger channels. Nobody really ever goes to the smaller channels to watch story walkthroughs, because everybody's just gonna go to the bigger guys, to the big boys in town. And look, that's not inherently the thing that comes to my mind as the first thing that I care about when it comes to story games. Of course, I want to play a good game that has a good story. But, you know, obviously there's the thing that, you know, will people even want to watch it? Will people care for that type of content on my channel? And it's like, I don't even know anymore. I really don't know. Like, games just, I don't know what is happening with games anymore. And Battlefield 2042, I feel like we can just add back to that echelon of games that, you know, getting back to the main point of the video, like, I just don't even know anymore. Like, am I really seriously now considering just not buying Battlefield 2042? Well, guys, I don't know if I really have anything more to say. I guess the only thing left I can say is that, well, I guess it's now time to wait for Halo Infinite come December, which we're not getting for another month or so. It's less than a month now, but it pretty much feels like a month now, because we're getting it on December 7th. Yeah, man, I just, this is so disappointing. I really don't know what to say anymore. Like, look, I have a feeling if I ever did buy Battlefield 2042, I feel like I would have a lot of fun with it, but I just don't know if I can buy a game like that if it's not going to be a finished product. They need to fix the game up, alright? They need to fix the game up, and I don't think they're going to be doing that within the next week or so, and I also just don't know if I really want to play a lesser, more downgraded version of a game on an older console. It's a sad day. It's a very sad day, and I really wish I didn't have to make this video, but here we are. Here I am, I'm making it. and I just feel like this is something I definitely need to talk about on this channel. I feel like everybody needs to talk about. So yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Comment down below, what do you think about everything that's going on right now with Battlefield 2042? For those of you who may have actually played the game already and are currently playing it right now because of the early access, let me know what you guys think of the game. Are you having fun with it? Are you not having fun with it? Are you experiencing some of the problems that most other people have experienced so far? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Have a good rest of your weekend.